Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Charles from the channel Books on Stereo, and I'm here to give you guys some paranormal romance recommendations. So just to hype up the Paranormal Romance Readathon, which I'll link all that information to that readathon down below in the description box, I wanted to share with you some of my favorite paranormal romance reads. Now for these books, I wouldn't recommend you guys any books that I rated anything lower than 4 out of 5 stars. So you don't have to worry. So all these books have received at least a 4 or a 5 out of 5 stars for me. I have some series and I have at least a couple books in the series that I want to highlight for you guys. And so I do have a lot of paranormal series that I have started, but I only read like maybe 1 or 2 books. For the paranormal romance series that I'm going to be recommending, I have to at least have read at least 3 books in that series. And so before I get into the recommendations, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also check the description box down below for all the information on how you can participate in the Paranormal Romance Readathon. And to be honest, the only reason why I'm filming this video is because I saw that Jess and Crystal both filmed this video, and I was like, might as well. So up first, I have Trapping Her by Aurora Rose Reynolds, and I give this one, I believe, a 5 out of 5 stars. This is a vampire novella. I believe the audiobook is still available through the Reading Romance podcast, but it is also available in ebook format as well. Then I have the Night Rebel series by Janine Frost, and the first book is Shades of Wicked, and the second book is called Wicked Bite. Now this is a trilogy and the third book has not been released yet, but for at least the first 2 books I've given each of them a 5 out of 5 star rating. And technically this one is a spin-off of, I believe, the Night Huntress series, but I read these 2 books without reading the Night Huntress series. I'm actually going back and reading that series, but you don't need to read that other series in order to understand what's going on in these 2 books. I believe the main character Ian appears in the Night Huntress series, but the story so far doesn't seem to tie into the Night Huntress series. And of course, this is a vampire romance, so if you love vampire romances with a little bit of more humor and just the right amount of steam, Janine Frost is definitely your author. Now, if you want something a little bit more steamy, you still like your vampire romances, but you want something a little bit more steamy, a little bit more fantastical, you guys have to read the Dark Protector series by Rebecca Zanetti. The first book is Fated, the second book is Claimed, and then there is a novella which is book 2.5, and that is called Tempted. Now, I've read all 3 of these books. I believe there's like about 12 books in the series overall, including novellas. But this series is, like I said, another vampire series, but it's completely outlandish. Imagine Cressley Cole, but without the humor, and you got this series. Like, it is just over the top. The conflict is just over the top. The steaminess is just out of this world. And if you can forgive some of the little bit more annoying aspects of the plot and sometimes how the characters act, I think you can really find yourself ending up enjoying this series. And since I think it gave you guys a ton of vampire romances, let's mix it up and let's do some shifter paranormal romances. And for this one, you guys, if you haven't read the series, it is the Fire Blood Dragon series by Ruby Dixon. Now, Ruby Dixon is one of my favorite paranormal fantasy romance authors, and I absolutely love this series. If you don't mind a bit of a formulaic plot, then you will actually really end up enjoying the series, because even though it follows the same beats over and over again, there is a really cool overarching plot that kind of extends all throughout the books that for me I found really interesting, and it also does a great job of teasing who the next couple will be. And so I only read 4 books in this series. So book number 1 is Fire in His Blood, book number 2 is Fire in His Kiss, book number 3 is Fire in His Embrace, and book number 4 is Fire in His Fury. And I absolutely adore these books. I believe there's probably about like 6 or 8 in total in the series, and I'm just like really kicking myself that I haven't finished the series because it is so good. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you decide to pick up some of these books that I recommended to you guys, and I hope that you actually end up enjoying it and don't hate them, because the only scary thing about making recommendations videos is if people pick up the books that you recommend and absolutely hate them. I want you guys to love these books. I love these books, and you already know, like, I'm the 1-star king, and so you know if I give a book a 5 out of 5 stars, you know it's really good to get a rating that high out of me. And so I hope that you guys decide to join and participate in the Paranormal Romance Readathon. Like I said, all the information will be down in the description box down below. Stay tuned for my TBR. That should be coming out very soon. And thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys with a brand new video. Bye.